Right, good evening. Um, some of you, very few of you in fact, have possibly seen the newscasts I did about a week ago. So they were quite amusing in a way, I suppose. That's me just being a twat. But there is a serious side to my point of view, and I'd like to dive into this for a couple of minutes. Now, the thing I'm focusing on right now is this 700 billion uh, government bailout the corrupt banking system. And I'm particularly intrigued by that because it's a con and it's being sold to us as like if we don't bail the big shot money men out, then we're all going to go down the tubes. Well, I'm saying, no, sorry, buddy. Screw the big shot money men who have lent in this peculiar phrase subprime markets. Screw them if that's what they did. Um, the intriguing thing about this, the Yanks in particular, and of course us here in Britain as well, they're always banging on about capitalism, great system, and communism is crap, and all the rest of it. Well, fine. Communism, as we call it, where it has been practiced in the world today, places like China, North Korea, the former Soviet Union, the Eastern Bloc, those sort of places. Um, it's not communism. That's just fascism. Um, Communism, in my opinion, is a system whereby the community come together and support each other. That's what communism is. Um, Soviet Union, Russia, sorry, not Russia, Soviet Union, China, North Korea, what do? Well, you got a geezer at the top, he's got all the dough, and treats his population like crap. Uh, which is exactly what our system is when you get down to it. Um, the capitalists, the banks are in trouble. They need some money. We're going to give them your money, whether you like it or not. You didn't vote us in to do that, but we're going to do it because we happen to be in power at the moment. And it is, in effect, a state bailout of the banking system, which is, if you like, it's old communism. It's Soviet-style communism. The state will do it, whatever it takes. Now, I hope this is Friday night, and I believe the House of Representatives are voting on this bill later this evening, US time, I suppose. I hope they don't pass it. I hope they stiff it like they did the last time, and just let them crash. Let the banks go down. But it is incumbent upon government to guarantee all savers' money. If a person is net in credit with a bank, maybe say he's got a mortgage, say he's got investments, he's got savings, whatever he has, if he is net in credit, then that net amount must be guaranteed to him and not allowed to disappear into the pockets of the money geezers either. Poor wee lambs, the banking system. What do they tell us? Other crap they tell us. This whole problem has come about because the banks won't lend to each other. It's bullshit. Why do I have such an opinion on this? Well, the fact is that I was in banking for almost 30 years. And I can assure you that banks, if they're doing their job properly, their first and foremost concern, is to their depositors. Now, they make money so that they can pay their depositors interest. How do they make money? They make money by lending some of their depositors money. They don't lend all of their depositors money, and even if they did lend all of their depositors money, they certainly do not lend subprime. Let's define subprime. What is subprime to mean? Nobody, you watch all the experts, all the financial whiz kids on television talking about, subprime debt and subprime this and subprime the next thing. How I define that is, you're skint, buddy, but we're going to give you another loan. We're going to give you a bigger loan. We're going to give you a repayment holiday. We're going to give you yet another credit card. And while all this money is being fired out, the punters are not repaying. The banks continue to book their profit. It's immoral. It's inept. It is against laid down international financial regulations. They are called the Basel regulations. American banks, of course, not wanting to be beholden to anyone but themselves. They tend not to follow any international stuff. Like if there's a human rights gig, the Yanks ain't into that. If there's a Save the Planet gig and we got to cut emissions, the Yanks say, screw you, buddy. So the Yank banks haven't followed Basel regulations because they don't feel that they have to. So they've just lent willy-nilly. British banks and European banks as well, I suspect. Although I haven't heard of any big crashes on the continent yet. It's just we got our old Northern Cock situation. And, of course, we got the Bradford and Bingley gig, which I like to call it Bradford and Bingley or bed and breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And another one of my phrases is credit crunch or crunchy nut. I mean, you take your choice. They're both equally mad. Now, what we've done in England... the government's bailed out Northern Rock and it's bailed out Bradford and Bingley. There's even a rumour going around that they are going to help Lloyds take over HBOS because Lloyds couldn't do it on their own. What the government is doing here is the government fire out these guarantees to the banks, guaranteeing the debt that the banks have from the bank's creditors. And they write that debt down. And here's a wee accounting term for you. They write it down below the line. Now, interesting enough, as far as Basel regulations are concerned, when you write a asset below the line, you do not have to report what is the quality of that asset. And this is what Basel regulations are all about. They're all about asset quality. So if a bank lent to me, the quality of that asset, that loan to me, that bank asset, the quality of that asset is fuck all, because I'm skint, right? And that's fair enough. Hang on a minute, what the fuck's going on here? Shut up. Well, I lost my drift there totally, of course. So that's how we've done it in the UK. We give the banks this guarantee, the public's money, taxpayers' money. We put it up to the banks in the form of T-bills or some bullshit like that. They write everything down below the line. And if you like, when they then come to do their Basel regulations report, and if you go onto a British bank's website and look for their chart of accounts, and you'll find a section in there about Basel regulations. As they say, we confirm that we're complying with Basel regulations. Well, of course you are, because you got all the shit written down below the line, and what's above the line, you're saying, oh, hey, look at this, isn't this fantastic? It's a great big scam. I'm going to, obviously, I've come to this quite cold. I've got nothing prepared. I don't intend to ever really be preparing anything other than a few explanatory notes to help me witter away. But I'm going to do more of this stuff. I'm going to be watching television, watching the financial experts yak on about negative equity and all these other weird, bear. The market's bear, the market's bull. The only thing about the market is bullshit, is what the market is. So I'll be keeping an eye on things, and I'll be clocking what's going on, and I'm going to be trying to give an alternate truth to what is really going on. And I recommend everyone, under no circumstances, believe the crap that is coming out of the politicians and the financial experts' gobs. Because I can guarantee you, it is shit. So